Hello, welcome back to Health Score. Today we're in the category of nutrition and we are talking about the recommendation for beans. The recommendation is to eat 5 servings of beans each week. And in this large study of Japanese men and women, there was a significant reduction of 10% in risk of premature death for people who ate 5 servings of beans per week. How do beans cause their health benefit? Beans contain fiber as well as micronutrients, calcium, potassium, and folate. And these components of beans are part of the reason they're so good for health. The effect of beans and these specific components of beans is to lower blood pressure, and that can prevent heart disease, to inhibit platelet aggregation, and that can prevent clots, to lower cholesterol, specifically the LDL cholesterol or the bad cholesterol, which also reduces the risk of heart disease, and to reduce the risk of inflammation. And inflammation is a common pathway for most chronic diseases and premature death. Here are my tips for getting in 5 servings of beans per week. This is what I do. Okay, so let's start with what a serving of beans is. It's half a cup of cooked beans, which starts as a quarter of a cup of uncooked beans. The way to visualize that is that it's about the size of a fist. First thing I do, I've gone back and forth. I originally was buying beans in cans, but then it's a lot of weight and it's pretty expensive and a lot of wasted cans. So I've moved to cooking beans from scratch, which is a heck of a lot cheaper, less tin cans in the environment, and less weight to carry from the grocery store. To prepare beans, I take a Tupperware and add to it a cup of dried beans, 2 bay leaves, and I cover the beans and the bay leaves with water and soak overnight. Then I rinse the beans off. I add them to a pot of water, cover the beans with about an inch of water over them, which ends up being about 3 cups of water, and I add a pinch of salt. And then I'll bring it to a boil and reduce to medium heat and cook until the water evaporates, usually about 1 hour. That'll give me a Tupperware of 2 cups of beans, of cooked beans, which ends up being 4 days of beans. What I do then is I add the beans to a salad that I prepare every day. And I'm a big about variety, so I will use all kinds of beans to add to salad. Some people ask, what's the healthiest bean? The healthiest bean is the bean you eat every day for the rest of your life. And that means, for me, not sticking with just one bean, but experimenting with all the varieties. I know exactly when to make the next batch of beans because I empty the Tupperware. So as soon as I've scooped the remaining beans into the salad on the 4th day, I know to rinse out the Tupperware and repeat the process of soaking the dried beans overnight. There are alternative forms of beans which are harder to justify in a healthy diet. I'm talking about hummus. Hummus is incredibly high in fat, and so for you to have 2.5 cups of hummus per week would be a significant amount of your calories for the week. I'm not sure that's practicable. The other alternative is plant-based protein like soy and tofu and tempeh. These are very low in fiber, so I generally recommend that you be eating whole beans when we're talking about getting in the goal for beans for each week. So, as just to review, we talked about the goal of 5 servings or 5 half cups of beans per week. I showed the mortality benefit. I explained what component of beans is attributable to their health benefit and what specific benefits you get from eating beans. I described the way that I prepare beans and how I add them to salad every day. Hope this video has helped. I hope this is a habit you can adopt as a lifelong investment in your health. Thank you for your time and have a great day.